What's poppin' YouTube? This is Ricky J. Hope everybody's doing well, man. In this video, we are going to be reversing the order of my favorite Royal Rumble, the 1992 Rumble, where Ric Flair was in there for who knows how long, man. He was in there for, I think, over an hour, came in at number 3 and won it all. But in this one, we're going to reverse the order. So British Bulldog came in at 1. He will be coming in at 30. And so on. You know how it works. Everything is flipped when it comes to this roster. So let's see how it's going to go down. Who is going to win? Who is going to raise up the WWF, yes, WWF Heavyweight Championship belt? The World Wrestling Federation belt. Hopefully it's the Macho Man, yeah. But coming in at number 1, who came in at 30 back in 1992, it is the one, the only, the Warlord. Now, when the Warlord came in at 30, he didn't have the face paint on and he shaved his head. But in this version of the Warlord, he is coming in. He's kind of, I remember him and the Barbarian. They reminded me of the bad version. I shouldn't say bad, the heel version of the Road Warriors, the Legion of Doom. But how about this? This is crazy. I am very interested to see who is actually going to win this thing, because typically when you have these Royal Rumbles, you know, in most cases the big stars come in later on. I know some cases like with Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, even Hogan, they may have come in earlier, but typically the big boys come in late. So now we have things in reverse. So in this one, Hulk Hogan came in at 26. So if you do the math, 1, 2, 3, 4, he'll be coming in at 5. So let's see what happens. But I went back and rewatched the 1992 Rumble. It's my favorite Rumble. My favorite part of it was when Flair was in there. The ring cleared up and Flair was in there. This is like in the middle of the Rumble, like 35, 40 minutes in, and he was in there alone, and then the next guy to come in was Piper, and the reaction was amazing. How about this? We got Sid Justice, who got screwed. I guess you could say he got screwed by Hogan. I don't know if you guys remember, but Sid was a huge part of eliminating Hulk Hogan. And then Hogan like grabbed his wrist at the end, and that's when Ric Flair took advantage of an opportunity and eliminated Sid, who was the finalist of this Royal Rumble. But that Rumble was so great. The commentators were amazing. Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan. And I love how Bobby the Brain wasn't trying to be impartial when it came to cheering for Ric Flair, man. He was cheering for him the whole time. And he kept on checking with Gorilla Monsoon. How long has he been in for? And Flair survived. It was just incredible. The thing about Ric Flair, Flair looked like he was 60 in the early 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020. That guy, oh man, he looks so cool with that white hair. Is that natural white hair back in the day? Maybe he did dye it. But anyway, this is going to be an incredible matchup right here to kick things off. 1992. Let me know in the comments. Were you born? What were you doing in 1992? Well, for me in 1992, we were riding bikes to buddies' houses playing Sega Genesis. You knew who was at whose house by the bikes in the driveways, man. But look at that. The title on the line. Whoever wins this Rumble wins the title. That was such a cool thing. They should do that again. Whoever wins Rumbles gets the title, just because the stakes are even higher, you know? It's not just a title shot. It should be the title as is. But look at this right away. You've got Sid Justice, Sid Vicious. How many names did he have? Sid Justice, Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid. Am I missing one? But he has taken care of the Warlord early. And who's coming in now? Remember, it's all in reverse. Sergeant Slaughter. I never approved as a kid when it came to Sergeant Slaughter and his heel turn in the WWE, because we remember Sergeant Slaughter from G.I. Joe being the good guy, you know, fighting all evil, working together with his American troops to fight all evil. Then he comes into the WWE as a bad guy. I did not understand that. I didn't think that was the right move for the WWE. Let me know if you agree with that. But let's see who's coming in now. Skinner. This guy looks like my neighbor. I shouldn't say that too loud, but look at this guy, Skinner. Oh my gosh. Oh, Skinner got a hair transplant. Oh, he's coming in here. Kind of looks like Macho Man a little bit, but Skinner came in at 27. And look at this. Oh, he's trying to work out an offense here. Sid Justice taking the punches, saying, "You got nothing." Oh, he ragdolled him. Unbelievable. Little ragdoll move right there by Sid. Who's next? Hulk Hogan. So, yeah, like I said, Hogan came in at 26. And now the Hulkster coming in at 5. Rest in peace, man, to a lot of these guys. But Hogan won. Didn't he win the 2 previous Rumbles in 91 and 90, I think it was? So it was so good that they didn't make him win again. I know he was the American hero. Everybody was pretty much pulling for Hulk Hogan. I wasn't. I was a Macho Man fan. Always a Macho Man fan. Forever a Savage fan. And I've said this before on my YouTube shorts. If you're bored, go check out me walking in on my own wedding, dressed up as the Macho Man. Oh, it was amazing. Here comes the model, Rick Martel. And it's so funny with the model. I didn't know he was Canadian, but I love the model because he kind of looked like my dad. Oh, my gosh. And he was a great athlete. I didn't like the gimmick when he went to the Oh, there goes Slaughter. But I liked him when he was with Strikeforce, with Tito Santana. Wasn't he also part of the Can-Am Connection? Was he part of that? I can't remember. But, yeah, I didn't like him as the model. Here comes Colonel Mustafa. At 24, back in the real Rumble, coming in at 7 here. And let's see if these early entries could make a long run and possibly win the reversed 92 Rumble. The Iron Sheik, Colonel Mustafa, getting slammed down. Oh, nice job by Hogan. All right, who's coming in now? Think about money, 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 money. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's Virgil. And I'd always pull for Virgil. Leaving the shadows of Ted DiBiase. Coming in. Oh, Virgil. I think he injured himself in the back or something. It looks like he has a Band-Aid on the side of his head there. But let's see if Virgil could shock the YouTube world and get the victory right here. As Virgil taking Skinner to the corner. Nice job by Skinner. Skinner with a nice block. And then Skinner. Oh, man. His brain was telling him to do something, but his body didn't perform what he wanted to do there. Here comes the Berserker. Oh my gosh. I remember imitating the Berserker growing up. I got in trouble in school. I've said this before. Wait. Oh, there goes the model. Waiting in line going, Huss, Huss, Huss. He would always do that. Unbelievable. But the Berserker, he kind of looks like a bad guy version, a heel version of Hillbilly Jim, doesn't he? I'm having way too much fun with this video already. But let's see what happens. A Berserker getting pounded by Hogan. Hogan looking around, trying to figure out where to go. I like how Hogan... Oh, I was going to say, Hogan's got to just focus on one person. Have a one-track mind, brother. But he's trying to take on everybody, going after Skinner. Probably the weakest one inside the ring at this point. As nice job there by Warlord, who is coming in now from the Berserker to the greatest wrestler of all time, Macho Man Randy Savage. Yeah. So he's my favorite, if you didn't know. I just love Savage. I didn't have him coming in, so for this 92 Rumble, like later on he started wearing like the tights. Oh, there goes Mustafa. And then like he would cover his physique, his torso. But I wanted the original Savage in here. Sometimes when you download created guys, it doesn't look like the actual wrestler that you want to download, and the movesets aren't correct. So I wanted the actual Macho Man Randy Savage. And Macho Man has never won a Royal Rumble. And I'm hoping right here he could stay in there and shock the world. I'll go absolutely nuts. The Berserker's done. Look at Psycho Sid and Hogan being reacquainted here. Oh, nice job sliding off the back. Too much baby oil. And, oh, Virgil. What a move by Virgil. What an athletic move there. Nice scoop slam there by Macho Man. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Psycho Sid helping out Randy Savage from getting eliminated there. Oh, now he's going to get powerbombed. Let's see who's coming in now. The 90s Undertaker, who was a huge problem. I love this version of The Undertaker. This Undertaker was my favorite Taker, man, because nobody really knew a lot about him. He's from Death Valley. I used to love Paul Bearer's message when they would do those interviews. He would say, oh, no, hold on, wait a minute. Oh, no! How could you do that to Macho Man? But when The Undertaker would have his interview, he would say, through the darkness of eternal damnation, you will rest in peace. And then Paul Bearer would say, I want you all to know that you can never kill a dead man. Here comes Snuka. Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Oh, man. Look at Snuka go. Superfly. What's he going to do to Warlord? Going with the boot. Oh, he kind of wedgied himself. Serves him right. He kind of wedgied himself in that middle rope there. And now the Undertaker. Oh, Hogan. Oh, look at the Hulkster trying to apologize for attacking him. And then, oh, they're teaming up on the Undertaker. Wow, that is a really cool Undertaker. The mannerisms are so on point. That was a great little sequence. But look at Snuka jumping around. He still can't manage to land an offensive move. And now the Warlord. Oh, he got saved by Snuka right there. Let's see. Here we go. Who is coming in now? You know what would be really cool? Well, let's see. Erwin R. Shyster. It would be really cool if you could change the text, the animations, to make it look more like the 80s and 90s. That would be amazing. But it was so funny. I have some family that live in New Jersey, and I was talking to my aunt a long time ago, and she's like, Ricky, I need to do my taxes because I don't want the IRS to come to my door. I don't want the IRS to come to my door. When I was a kid, and I'm like, what? Erwin R. Shyster is going to show up at your door if you don't do your taxes? I didn't know she meant that was the acronym for the people that come and get after you. There goes her. Oh, it's not tax season. They get after you if you don't do your taxes. But I couldn't understand when my Aunt Stella, she goes, I need to do them. I don't want the IRS at my door. Oh, what a move by Duggan. Hacksaw Jim Duggan eliminating the Undertaker. And look at the Undertaker has the same reaction that he had when he got eliminated back in 1992. That is so cool. What a great model right there. And Duggan, oh, Duggan's cleaning house. Jake the Snake Roberts. So when this Rumble was happening, Jake the Snake and Macho Man were feuding. And it was so cool seeing Macho Man just go after Jake the Snake Roberts. And then there was a little confusion during the 92 Rumble because Savage eliminated Jake the Snake. Then Macho Man went after him outside of the ring, and he left over the top rope. So then, oh, there goes Duggan. So then the commentators thought that Macho Man eliminated himself, Bobby the Brain was saying. But you have to, I think the rule book is you have to be thrown over the top rope. So if you do it voluntarily, then I guess you're not eliminated. So he went back in there. I like how The Undertaker brought Savage back in. And he's like, you got to come back in, brother. I don't think that, you're not supposed to go over the top rope. But I think the rule is you have to be eliminated. Here comes Piper. And every time I look at Rowdy Piper, I always think of Jack Tripper from Three's Company. Rest in peace. But Piper was in there for quite some time. His matchup with Flair was amazing in this. That was the highlight of the Rumble for me, seeing them go at it when Piper was fueled up and ready to go. Here comes Hercules. When Hercules came in, I don't think he looked well, in my opinion. Hercules, he looked a little off. Oh, there goes Jake the Snake. Nice job by the Hulkster. But yeah, Hercules looked a little off, in my opinion, and yeah, he didn't really last very long, I don't think. He was all juiced to the gills, which is pretty crazy. But now, let's see if Hercules could do something crazy. Could get his arm raised and win that belt. Here comes the Big Boss Man. So the Big Boss Man, he was a baby face here, because when he came out, everybody was going bonkers for the Big Boss Man. He's coming in, going out. Oh, he like stepped on the wrist of Piper. And how about this? Sid and Hogan going back and forth. And look at the Hulkster in a full sweat. They gotta do something about the hair. So, you know, when guys are in there for a long time, they gotta make the hair look all wet, you know? All sweated up. I don't know why it's 2025 and they still can't figure out how to make like the guy's hair look wet. They got to really get on that, man. Come on, next generation. It's got to be next generation gaming in 2025. Look at Warlord's done. Remember, Warlord came in at 1. He stayed in there for a long time. So shout outs to Warlord here. Look at Nikolai Volkov. Oh, nice there. Nice boot there by Volkov. He's looking at Hogan. But Hogan trying to settle the score with Psycho Sid. And they had a feud after the Rumble. But this is great stuff. Here comes my aunt. Greg the Hammer Valentine. So I have an aunt. And my family, they don't watch this channel. But my aunt looks exactly like Greg the Hammer. Oh! Hogan is done. Just like in the real one. Gets eliminated by Psycho Sid. But every time I see my aunt, in the back of my head, my little childhood Ricky is saying, "That's Greg the Hammer Valentine." Oh my gosh, man. This is way too fun. But look at Hercules dropping the triple elbows on the Big Boss Man and Herc. What's going to happen here? You know another thing too? Who's coming in? The Repo Man. This is the guy that goes after your car if you don't make your payments. But with Hercules, like growing up, I used to watch the cartoon Hercules, and he was a childhood hero of mine, just like Sergeant Slaughter. So when I started watching the WWE, I couldn't understand why Hercules was a heel. They should have named him something else. You know, he's one of the members of Power and Glory. That was a great tag team with Paul Roma. But let me know if you agree with that. I felt like they were messing with young kids' minds, naming heels childhood heroes, you know? Here comes Kerry Von Erich, the Texas Tornado. And when the Texas Tornado got eliminated, what is on his head? This happened with Typhoon in my last video. He took a trip to Hawaii and he just... you ever have that where you go on vacation and you're like, I just can't forget about that vacation. I got to continue to rock what I got there. That's what's going on with the Texas Tornado. That's what happened with me when I went to Orlando, Florida. We went to Disneyland. I wore my Donald Duck hat for like years after when I came back. But anyway, the Texas Tornado. Kerry Von Erich. I still got to watch that movie about the Von Erichs. There's a movie out that's on Netflix. Oh, he eliminated. And there goes Piper. But what an elimination by the Texas Tornado on Sid Justice. And he's eliminated Hercules. Wow. Did the Ultimate Warrior and the Texas Tornado ever work together as a tag team? That would have been a great tag. I think they did a few times. Correct me if I'm wrong. But what a moment there by the Texas Tornado and the Repo Man. Oh, was the Repo Man played by Smash, the member of the Demolition? I think he was. I could be totally wrong here, but look at this. The Big Boss Man, very agile, landing on the Hammer Valentine. Oh, Wow, what a no-look clothesline there by the Hammer. Incredible stuff, but he's got to watch out for the Repo Man. The Repo Man looking to do some damage here. How crazy would that be if the Repo Man wins it? Here comes the Barbarian. So the Barbarian, so in the real Rumble, the Barbarian came in at 8. Now he's coming in late, and he has an opportunity to shock the YouTube world here. And this is so fun. I cannot wait to see who wins this. So we got the big hitters that are out. You know, Hogan's out, Sid Justice is out, Slaughter's out. So that just leaves an opening for someone other than those big boys to win. Here comes Santana. Tito Santana. El Matador. So in the actual Rumble, he had the green El Matador pants on, tights on. But here, dressed in white. Oh. And then this is how I remember Santana. All in white. Oh, no. Oh, no. The Hammer getting eliminated by Volkov and Kerry Von Erich. But nice job there by Von Erich. Von Erich, in my opinion, is the complete package to win this thing. He's got the speed. He's got the strength. Oh, watch out, Tito. Tito's done. Here comes Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels. And this was when he just made that transition away from the Rockers to the Heartbreak Kid. So Shawn Michaels, he definitely has the skills. He's got to watch out for the Texas Tornado, though. Tornado's got the strength to eliminate Michaels, but Michaels definitely has the skills to hang with him. He's got to use that speed. There we go. Look at Michaels, very resilient. Nice job there with the elbows. Oh, and the little push kick, but oh, there goes the Big Boss Man. I love this matchup here. Michaels and Kerry Von Erich trading blows. And now a push off. And how about this? The Barbarian dropping the leg on the Repo Man. As we are nearing the end. This is so exciting, man. Haku. And I want to tell you, Haku in this game is impossible to download. I think because I didn't unlock him in the showcase mode, but I finally found a version of Haku. And when Haku came in, he did have the beard. He looked like that. Oh, nice job eliminating Mr. Nikolai Volkov. And now Michaels going after Haku, but Haku, I'm telling you, he is one of the members of the Islanders. Remember the Islanders? That was a good tag team. He's got the strength advantage. And now Michaels in some trouble here. Here comes Sags. So Jerry Sags, one of the members of the Nasty Boys. He reminds me of, you remember that cartoon Cops? I don't know why he reminds me of one of the characters from Cops, but he is coming in at a right time, and he's got the size to stay in there. Part of me thinks like Haku's going to go all the way here, man, but who knows? It's very unpredictable. As Michaels now could be on the brink of elimination, trying to hang on. Oh, look at that, Barbarian, not the Warlord. Here comes Flair at 28. Oh, there goes Michaels. So Ric Flair did not have the luck of the draw in the actual 92 Rumble, coming in at 3, but then, holy cow, he had a lot of luck and a lot of skill involved in his victory. I love that celebration he had with Perfect. Oh, nice elimination. The Repo Man's done, but I love the interview at the end with Mean Gene Okerlund. If you go back and check it, somebody lit a cigarette, and Mean Gene, he was serious. He's like, put that cigarette out right now. But look at Flair, he's going to get eliminated. Early elimination. Stays in, but he's not out of the woods yet. But that celebration with Bobby the Brain, Mr. Perfect, and Flair with Mean Gene was amazing. I like how they did that. Oh no, the Texas Tornado is done. And it's like an all-heel Rumble now. These are all heels. In there. Oh. That's Flair trying to go after Haku, but I'm telling you, Haku is a problem. Nice reversal there by Flair. Haku is a huge problem. Here comes the British Bulldog. So that's all That's everybody. So, yeah, Bulldog came in at 1, $1 Million Man 2, Flair 3. And obviously it's in reverse now. And the Nasty Boy Sags is done. As the British Bulldog rolling in. Oh, look at that strength by the Bulldog. And the Bulldog was not very tall, but I'm telling you, he was a juiced up Ricky Martin, baby. He was massive, and he's showing his skills right here. And shoutouts to my UK viewers, man. If you're from the UK, please let me know in the comments. I looked at my stats, and I have a lot of you guys that watch from the UK, so big shoutouts to you guys. I hope the British Bulldog wins. Time will tell, as Flair's in some trouble. But look at Flair. Nice job by Ric Flair, just going to the side, not showing, not giving off a lot of attention, you know, not trying to ruffle the feathers while he's dazed and confused, allowing the other 4 to go back and forth. Nice job by the Barbarian with the power slam. And Flair, he should have stayed down. Flair with the counter elbow. Ric Flair is really fighting to just kind of stay on his feet here. Oh, I love that. The old poke to the eye. And now, Flair and the Bulldog, who would have thought, eliminates the $1 Million Man. And now we're down to 4. Haku, done. Down to 3. Could the Barbarian do it here? Remember, Warlord, his former tag team partner. Oh, he was in there for a while. The British Bulldog's done. So now we got Flair and the Barbarian in the final here. British Bulldog is so unhappy with his performance. He had it, man. He came in at 30, but now we got Ric Flair and the Barbarian. I'm telling you, the Barbarian's size, I feel, is going to be a factor here. Flair undersized, but he is a tremendous technical wrestler. You could argue the best technical wrestler of all time. Better than Bret the Hitman Hart. You know what would Bret say? I'm the best. And I got screwed. But anyway, let's get back to the action here. Nice job by the Barbarian. It's not all about being technical here. It's all about just being powerful and putting that pressure on your opponent when you see them starting to fold, starting to crack. And that's what the Barbarian's doing right here. Full Nelson and Flair just trying to find a way to mount an offense. Here we go. Shot to the breadbasket. Could this start something for Ric Flair? He's got him to the... Oh my gosh! No way! No way! Flair! Unbelievable. He repeats. Ball don't lie, baby. The 1992 Rumble champion said, Ricky, don't pull that stunt off again, because I'm the best. I am the champion. Nobody could take this title away from me, even if you flip the order. How about that? The Nature Boy wins it. You know what's crazy? If you replay this 4 or 5 times, you'll have a different outcome pretty much every single time, I think. But how about that? We record once, and Ric Flair retains his title, brother. Hope you enjoyed this. I'll catch you guys in the next one. That was fun. Take care.